This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is an interesting conversation as always. So this video is a video of a sister who came online to talk about how most men will not walk away from a relationship. Most men will stay in a relationship as long as they can until the woman leaves, and that has risen the rate of women who seek for divorce. And this has struck a bigger conversation. People coming to share their opinion, both men, women sharing their opinion. If this is true, if most men will not walk away from a relationship, even though the relationship, they don't want it anymore, they don't want to be in a relationship, they would not call off the relationship. Anyway, guys, let's go check out what the sister have to say, people's reaction on it. Then I'll come back and share more of my thought. But please, I also want to know your own opinion down in the comment section. So go on and share your thoughts. So with that all said, guys, let's go check it out.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships. And this is statistically proven by a study that showed that nearly 70% of divorces are initiated by women. So, sister girl, if you have begged and pleaded that man to show up differently for you, begged and pleaded him to stop certain behaviors, begged and pleaded him to respect certain boundaries, and he has not done it, it's not because he doesn't understand. It's not because it's not clicking. He does not want to be there, but he is not going to leave. You have to leave. I don't know who this is for, but I just wanted to remind y'all that, because get the there. This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
I'm going to tell you guys a story. I've told it before, but it bears repeating. A long time ago, my boyfriend in undergrad was telling me about a breakup with his guy friend and his girlfriend. And the girl broke up with him. And I was like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. And my then boyfriend started laughing and was like, oh, he's fine. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said that this guy had been trying to get her to break up with him for months. She did break up with him. Then she came and tried to patch things up and they got back together. Right. And he was like, he finally thinks it's for good this time. That's when I learned that men will not leave a relationship even if he doesn't want to be with the woman that he's with. So that is why I direct a lot of my attention to you, ladies. Please do not fall into the trap of thinking, well, if he wanted to leave, he would. He won't.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
Y'all really underestimate the selfishness of some dudes, man. Just because he clearly doesn't like you doesn't mean he'd want another dude to experience you. And if I'm being quite honest, 9 times out of 10, that's really what it comes down to. I know dudes who be mentally checked out from a relationship for months, but will much rather keep you around than watch you move on. Especially if you actually look good. You really think he'd actually want to see you walking around with another dude? Let's be real, man. Let's be real.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
Yep.
Ladies, stop being a headache so men don't leave you in these relationships by yourself.
To respect certain boundaries, and he has not done it.
And I can wholeheartedly agree with this message because it reminds me of when I was married to this person, and thank God that we're now divorced. And I used to complain to him about going 50-50, how I felt like he was showing up as a roommate in the marriage, and that I really did not want to do that anymore because it didn't make me feel loved, cared for, and provided for. And this went on. And he used to say how he didn't believe in that, and that in a relationship things should be equal and 50-50, and that he was doing his part and I shouldn't complain. Then my stepdaughter started dating. His daughter started dating. And I will never forget him being on the phone with that young man. And he told that young man that when that young man took his daughter out, his daughter better not pay, and he better not ever see his daughter having to reach for her pocket. And it was then and there that I knew he knew exactly what he was doing.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships. And this is statistically.
I definitely had to stitch this because 9 times out of 10, that man ain't going nowhere. Once a man is comfortable, he's comfortable. He's reaping the benefits. He is not leaving you. As a woman, you have to have your standards, and you got to know when it's time for you to leave. Some women be trapped in relationships for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever the case, no ring on their finger. Because that man is still going to do whatever he want to do. Because he comfortable, and now you comfortable, and now you settled. In an unhappy relationship, faking it like you happy. So, all I'm saying is leave when you can. Because I know it be hard sometimes. That man is not treating you right, and you know he ain't ever gonna treat you right. You have to leave. That's all I'm gonna say about this.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships. And this is statistically
Not me. And every relationship I've been in, I left. I'm already knowing the games women play and all these, oh, I mentally checked out 3 months before we broke up. Nah, whatever. As soon as I don't like something and I have brought it up to you 2 or 3 times, it's a dub. Because why am I repeating myself? That only means one thing to me. I'm not in the business of changing people or making people do things that I want. So if I bring something up multiple times and you're not changing it or you're not doing it, then that just means we're not compatible and you're not for me. So why am I going to sit here and still be in a relationship with you? Go do whatever it is that you want to go do. I feel like that's just the best way to go about it. Bro, dip. It being single is better than being with somebody that's constantly not giving you what you want.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
Go watch that video for context and then come back. You back? Okay, story time. So I had caught myself in a predicament with my ex where financially I could not move out of the apartment that we shared. And I will never have myself in that position ever again because he felt like he had control due to that. When I asked him, do you want to just break up because of the simple fact this is not working, this is toxic, this is not good for the baby, he kept saying, I don't know, that's up to you. That's just up to you. I straight up told him, I feel like your pride is too much for you right now because you want to be able to tell your friends if we break up, oh, she left me, because it makes you look like the victim. I've seen men in relationships who absolutely loathe their partner but will not leave. And honestly, if your pride and ego supersede the fear of you wasting your own time, baby, I'm scared of you. You dangerous.
This is your friendly reminder that most men do not leave relationships.
I have seen this as well, and I've actually felt like I've experienced this as well, where you're in a relationship with someone and not only are they completely comfortable to the point where there might be problems and they're not willing to work on those problems, they just want to sit in that problem and they just want to keep ignoring problems. And you cannot ignore problems and issues in a relationship. Most relationship problems, I think, are actually salvageable. Excuse me, if you get a hold of it early enough. I think for people that sit in relationships and just feel like, well, I'm not going anywhere and that person hasn't left, to think that that's a healthy situation. And we need to start looking into being in healthy relationships across the board. And a healthy relationship is not going to create itself. You have to create a healthy relationship, which means that when there's a problem, you have to address it. And on top of it, thinking that someone is just in the relationship and they haven't left doesn't mean that they're happy in the relationship either. I think we should normalize asking our partner, our spouse, our boyfriend, girlfriend, how do you feel about this relationship? Are you comfortable to the point where you're not willing to work on it? Is it something that's going on that you like to see change for the better? Have these conversations. They're not difficult conversations to have if you're open to understanding that as we get older, we'll grow, our interests will change, who we are will change. And so because of that, some things need to be adjusted. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just, it is what it is. We have to get to a point where we're able to have adult conversations. Everybody wants to yell out their age as if that matters on the scale of maturity, and it doesn't. Maturity says that it's okay for life to change. So when life is changing, people will change. When people change, situations will change. When situations change, life overall changes, right? And so just because you're comfortable and you're in your every day-to-day routine doesn't mean that people are happy in that relationship. And so I think we honestly need to normalize, at least like you guys should talk to each other at least monthly, quarterly about how you're doing in your relationship. Is there anything that you would like to see me do differently? Is there anything that you wish that I didn't do, that I do that you don't like anymore? Just conversations like that, just simple questions. And then the other party being open to listening and not being defensive, because at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with you, but more to do with that other person's preferences. But yes, I do believe that men are creatures of habit more, and they don't like drama. And if we're honest with ourselves, women, we could be pretty drama filled, right? And so what does it look like if he's like, no, no, I'm not happy being here. Are we going to take it personal? Are we going to walk around the house moping and upset and giving them the silent treatment and doing these things that are not as conducive to having the real conversation that needs to be had about the situation? And so be open to listening to your partner and be open to talking to your partner as well. And for you all to communicate what you need so that you can resolve these issues so that you can be in a healthy, happy relationship, because it's possible most of the time, but people sit and let things fester and get mad and angry and resentful and bitter quietly. And then the other person has no idea why the other person is mad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think men do stay longer. So just because a man is staying doesn't mean he's happy. Go check and see how you guys' relationship is doing. Okay? All right.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about these conversations down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful as always. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. Okay? So let me know if you agree. And if you're a man, you're a woman, let me know. And let me know if you agree with the statement that most men would not walk away from a relationship. Rather, they want you as the woman to walk away. And if you don't, the relationship is just going to exit. Go down and share your thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts. So here's my own opinion on this. I totally agree with the sister what she said, that because I feel, and I've seen this, we women were the ones that hold the relationship and keep the relationship longer than it should. And a lot of women will not want to admit this, but they will be in a relationship, even though all the red flags are there, even though the relationship is not working, they will not leave. Especially when it's not a superficial thing like, oh, he's not doing 50-50, or he doesn't look good, or he's not beating me and all that. Especially when it's something when it comes to your vision, where you want to go in life, where you align in life. Like the last lady was talking about how people grow and people change. A lot of people be in a relationship, especially people in a long-term relationship. If you know, I am in a long-term relationship and marriage. So you guys should know. When you be in that type of situationship, you feel like you have to be there and try to make it work any way possible. Rather than looking at it and ask yourself, is this person going on the same journey as I'm going? Is this person fulfilling my ambitions? Are we on the same life path? Most men will rather, they'll see it, but they're not even going to say anything because they're like, oh, I'm not the one. If she's tired, she's going to leave. And I've seen this repeatedly, even in my culture, in my society, in my environment. I've seen this even in marriages that are not working. Most men would just be there, maltreating the woman, doing the woman whatever way. And like, when she don't tire, she go pack her bag, come out. It's really hard for you to see a man that would just say, you know what, outright straight, this marriage is not working, I don't want anymore. Most times when they do that and they walk away, usually they've gotten a replacement for you, and that's why they will do it. And which we've established something here on this channel a lot, that most men, not all men, most men, they will have you for the purpose you serve them. So whatever purpose you're serving them, maybe you're just like an additional bragging right for them. Maybe you're helping them with a 50-50, so they're doing less financially, they're supporting themselves and even their lifestyle less financially, or you are bearing children. Whatever way, you are serving a purpose for them. And this is why we always talk here on this channel, telling women how they have to be very, very intentional on the type of relationship and the type of situationship they choose to be in. If that relationship is not serving you a purpose and that relationship doesn't make you happy, walk away. Like, stop being in the business of trying to, I'm going to change him, God is going to change him, I'm going to pray for him to change. He's not going to change. That is who he is. That he has showed you who he is. Take him for what he said he is. And I say that generally in terms of people, and if you know, you know. I'm that one person that I would say, when people show you who they are, don't make excuses for them. Take them. Because they are owning it with their full chest. You are the one jumping around trying to make excuses, trying to see why and understand where they are coming from. No. They are not treating you right. They make you feel some type of way. They make you feel insecure. They make you feel sad. Then deal the issues with yourself and ask yourself, why am I still with this person? What purpose does this serve me? And does that purpose benefit me? You get what I'm saying? So I really find this conversation very interesting. Most men would rather be in a relationship and cheat and do all sorts of things, but they will not live. And this is where, ladies, when you see it and when you feel it, just get out. Stop wasting your time, because he's not going to change. He's not going to treat you better. It's just even going to get worse. So when you see these signs, just take a deep breath, count your loss, count your loss. When I mean loss in quote, like your time and your energy that you put into that relationship, and leave. Most women, we don't want to leave because we feel like we've put in so much work into the relationship, so we cannot fail in that relationship, so we have to stick it out. A lot of women do it in my society, in my culture. They were like, oh, after I've suffered with him, after I've done everything with him, so they rather be there unhappy rather than walk away and say, oh, another woman is going to enjoy it. So you're sacrificing your happiness over a man. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree as always, so feel free, share your opinion, be respectful. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation, so go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. With that, I will say subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.